So, Kevin, we just have breaking news crossing right now, a redhead on the Bloomberg, that in fact the indictment includes 12 counts against Mr. Manafort, 12 counts. Is that a surprise? Is that big?
No, not really. I mean, obviously he had a lot of financial transactions which have come to light, money that flowed through places like Cyprus into real estate transactions in the U.S., of which there were quite a few. So we would expect there to be a lot. The question is, did he disclose all of his income properly? Did he receive it properly? Did some of it come through inappropriate sources? So was it essentially money laundering? We have seen what they talk about as layering of his finances.
Well, we can answer part of that because we have another redhead out now, that it does in fact include money laundering as well as conspiracy against the United States. So it looks like it's a pretty thorough indictment, Winnie.
It does. I can't wait to go read it.
Exciting. We actually get to read it. So, Kevin, what do we expect out of the Washington? Is this going to affect at all tax reform, for example, or more important, perhaps, the naming of a new Fed chair?
Well, David, we just got this statement from the Department of Justice that Paul Manafort has been, as well as Rick Gates, have been indicted on 12 counts: conspiracy against the United States, conspiracy to launder money, unregistered agent of a foreign principal, and false and misleading FARA statements. That's the foreign agent's registration. So failing to disclose who they were representing, which foreign governments they were representing, is what they are charged with, as we were talking about earlier this morning. And 7 counts of failure to file reports of foreign bank and financial accounts. So it looks like now this is going to be moving into a much more judicial process. In terms of how this impacts policy, Republicans still anticipating to release their tax plan on November 1st with a markup scheduled for November 6th.
So here's what's really going to happen now. Everyone else who's under investigation gets a wake-up call. Charges are coming. There are people like Flynn, who was the former top national security advisor to this campaign, is under investigation. And the other question that everyone is going to fixate on again is, will Trump consider pardoning these people who were close aides at one time to him and who are now being brought in for charges that were unrelated to his campaign?